YouTube and Facebook, ladies and gentle people. Thanks for tuning in to another episode of the podcast. Tonight, this is a little public service announcement, nothing too long, but it has come to my attention that we are a little over, just slightly over, a month away from Apple's launch of the iPhone 15. So, as always, around this time of year, I try to post either something on all my social media or sometimes a video, just reminding you guys, now is a really bad time to buy an iPhone. Like, unless you absolutely have to, please don't do it. Don't do this, guys, because the iPhone 15 is coming right up in about a month, like I said. And although it's not going to be anything to knock your socks off, this year's upgrade will be significant in its own respect. Apple will be changing over to USB-C from their proprietary Lightning connection that they've used for years now. So finally, 2 thumbs up, USB-C coming to the iPhone. We're going to see a new periscope lens come to the camera lineup or camera setup in their iPhones, especially more likely the Pro models, which is, again, not something that personally gets me excited, but it's something cool for sure. It's going to have thinner bezels. They're removing the mute button and replacing it with an action button. So initially, I didn't know about the action button side of it. I thought they were just removing the mute button and giving it nothing in return. So that's not so sad to me. Honestly, I see the action button getting clicked accidentally sometimes. And the mute button already sometimes gets hit by people in certain cases accidentally. So a little concern there about the action button replacing. And if you don't know what the action button is, it's basically what they have on the Apple Watch Ultra already. It's just a little oval button that you just press instead of sliding the mute toggle off and on. So that's the gist of it in terms of these new iPhones. It's rumored to come in some new colors like deep red, possibly a deep blue, kind of like they had in the iPhone 12. And basically, that's the lineup. There could be some updates to Dynamic Island, but aside from that, that's it, folks. So, thoughts on that? I'll just say this. I understand why Apple's continuing their tradition of doing these incremental updates year after year, as opposed to once in a while giving us like a huge design change, because that's just the Apple way. And even though they recently announced that their iPhone sales were suffering, but it made up for the fact that the services side of business is doing so well. But I wish they would give us something entirely new. And I know as an Apple enthusiast looking outwards into the tech landscape and seeing these sweet design concepts from Samsung, which admittedly Samsung still has not perfected the folding screen phones like the Z Fold Flip and the Z Fold 5 and Z Flip 5, they are on the right track. And I wish Apple would move a little bit faster, but again, I don't believe for a second it's over just quality concerns. I think it's a very strategic move by Apple to go as slow as they can year after year. I think we may eventually see it. But again, keeping in mind that there is things like the iPad already, so really new concepts on the phone end might be a bit slim to none in terms of chances, which is sad, because again, we look at all these cool things, but then we also are reminded that it's Samsung, and there's a reason that they don't sell as well as Apple in a lot of cases, and that's because Apple is still the king of the reliable user experience, meaning less issues, less glitches, I will always argue that for a solid, stress-free user experience, iOS is still the way to go. So, for all these reasons, I'm stuck just like tons and tons of other people in this cycle of sticking with Apple, with the iPhone. So, with that being said, here it is. This is the iPhone 15 coming up in a month or so, and I'll keep you guys posted. Until then, thanks for tuning in, and until next time, peace out for now.